Hey guys, I'm back this week with another video. So today I'm gonna be filming a favorites video, and I actually had another video planned for this week, but don't worry, nothing went wrong with my laptop. It was another recommendations video, but I feel like I just filmed one, like my book recommendations, so I was like, I'm gonna space it out a bit. So today I'm doing a current favorites instead. So these, I've definitely narrowed them down. So these favorites are what I've been sticking to during quarantine. You know, there's not a lot of things you're experimenting with during this time. So the fact that I'm mentioning these things, you know, it should be saying a lot. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. So the first item that I wanted to mention is tumblers, which might sound so dumb because it's literally the most like regular mundane item, which none of these are really that crazy. Like there's nothing super interesting in this, but you know, I thought I would mention this anyways because it's been helping me a lot in the sense that I love water. I'm a big water drinker, but I have to remember to drink water. And in school especially, I am so bad at hydrating myself in school because I don't like excusing myself and going to the bathroom. Like, I don't like doing all that. So I don't drink a lot of water in school, and it's really bad because I'll get headaches frequently. So I try to be better.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
Right. Okay, I'll be better.
That's your job. Thank you.
So when I'm home, I really like to use the time to hydrate myself. So I love tumblers. This is just one of the maybe 5 that I have. I love tumblers and I use every single one that I have. I feel like unlike mugs, you know, so many people have a huge mug collection but they'll only use like the same 3. I'm not like that at all, but I have like 5 tumblers and I use literally all of them. It's just a great way for me to remember to drink water, and it's always there on my bedside table, and I got some really cute ones, so they're always cute and right there. So I'm a person that's not able to sit still, so even when I'm like watching a movie, I just like move around, I fidget around and stuff like that. And so sometimes I'll just randomly reach over and like take this and like just stick the straw in my mouth, and I'll just easily hydrate myself like that. So it's just a really good way to remember to drink water. And yeah, so if you're not a big water drinker, I definitely recommend getting a tumbler and just having it constantly filled up and having it near you, near your bed. So yeah, this one is from Starbucks and someone got it from my mom, and then my mom gave it to me because she doesn't really use tumblers. She uses water bottles more than she uses tumblers, so this one's mine. But great stuff. I think I could really benefit from a tumbler that is insulated, so it'll keep your drinks hot if they're hot, keep your drinks cold if they're cold, you know, because I think all the ones that I have are either glass or like plastic, like acrylic-y kind of, so I think I would really benefit from like an insulated one. So yeah, that's my first favorite. My second favorite, also another mundane one, but it's this calendar. I love this calendar, which might sound really weird, but I got this calendar in a local boutique near me, and I will link it down below because the company is written here. It's from the Rifle Paper Co. and it's a world traveler little calendar, so every month is a new place. So the ones that we've passed so far was January was Paris, February was New York, March was Venice, Italy, and then April was London, England, and then May was Mexico City, June was Bangkok, and now July is Haiti. So yeah, love this calendar. I think the art is so pleasing. I love the art. It's just simple, but at the same time colorful, and again just really pleasing, and it just makes me happy, like turning to a new month and seeing what the next month's place is. And you know, I kind of feel like I'm traveling a bit, but not really. So yeah, I really love that calendar, and I'm thinking after I'm done using it to like cut up the little pictures and put it in some sort of scrapbook or something, and I'll do something with it. So yeah, that's my second favorite. Hey guys, so I experienced a little bit of a fail in my video. I think I deleted a clip where I was talking about two of my favorites, and then my video kind of just makes no sense from there. So I just wanted to mention those two favorites so it would make a little bit more sense. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first one is a journal. So this is more of a personal journal for me. I know the pattern is definitely not my thing. I promise you it's not, but this is a journal that I got a long time ago, and I've just been using it because there's a lot of pages left, and I just don't want to buy a brand new one. I just want to finish this one off, and it's also kind of unsatisfying to me to just leave a journal in the middle. So I'm gonna have to use that ugly, childish journal until I finish it. But basically in there, I just write how I'm feeling. Like, there's not much to it. I just write how I'm feeling, and it just feels good to pour it all out into a page. You can write about your feelings, or you can just write about something really random. Sometimes it's also good ideas to sometimes it's also a good idea to look up topics online and just kind of write about those topics, or journaling questions. I think those are really interesting. I've never really tried it, but now that I'm talking about it, I really want to. So yeah, I just recommend keeping a journal, because if you suffer with mental health issues or anything like that, you know, it's really helpful to let it out, especially for someone like me. It's hard for me to talk about my feelings. I'm not an open book. I'm the exact opposite. So no matter who it's with, I just find it hard. So everything goes into this journal. So I'm gonna lock it in a safe because my sister might try and get to it. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I just recommend keeping a journal. Okay, the second thing is a planner. So I know everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, why do you need a planner? Like, nothing's going on in this year, we're just sitting at home doing nothing. I get that, but it's also nice to have a structured, scheduled day sometimes, even if you're not doing anything super important. Sometimes just writing stuff down, like vacuum your room, read a book, you know, stuff like that. It's nice to write down and just cross it off, so at least you feel like you accomplished something and not just feel like a couch potato. Don't get me wrong, it's also nice to feel like a couch potato, but you know, some days it's also nice to feel productive, even if it's little things that you might not deem as important, but they actually are in times like this. So I actually have one summer class this summer. It's online, so I do write my homework in this, and then I'll also write stuff like chores that I need to do, and reading or editing a video, uploading a video. So yeah, I really recommend having a planner. There are definitely days where there's been blank weeks because I'm just like, no, I don't need to plan. That was literally last week. There's nothing written. But then this week I got on my game. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. So you can't even see it, but I promise you I wrote something down. But yeah, so I recommend those two things. Now I'm gonna put this clip into the video and it will probably make more sense. Okay, bye. The next thing is a gratitude journal. You could definitely just use your normal journal and this and stuff like that, but I like having a different one. So this journal my sister got for me. Oh yeah, this one's from Barnes & Noble like years ago. I got it when I was really young, and this planner is from Target. So yeah, I'll try to link them down below. I don't think I can link this one, but maybe the Target planner, and then I think I can maybe link this one, I don't know. But my sister got this for me when she was working at Disney, and it's just jasmine on the front, and it says free to dream. So I did a little bit of like manifesting, spiritualness, meditation a little bit ago. I kind of stopped that now, which sucks. I do want to get back into it, but I got this candle from this place in LA called House of Intuition, and you know, they ask you to do some sort of like ritualistic type of things before you burn the candle. So for one of the candles, it said like, you know, meditate, stuff like that, but then it also said to write down, it said to write 3 things that you're grateful for, and then 3 things that you achieved that day. Yeah, so I just stick with that, and I write down 3 successes and 3 blessings. And actually, you don't have to write 3, you can write like how many ever I want, but I don't know, I started with 3 and I kind of stick with it. Some days I write more things than other days, but 3 is usually like the minimum I give myself. And yeah, again, it's a nice thing to look back on. It's also nice to just physically write out the stuff that you're grateful for, to recognize what you have in your life, rather than always thinking like, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had this, I wish I had this. So yeah, when I started, I was way more consistent. I literally wrote in it every day. Now if I remember to write in it at least once a week, I'm lucky. So I know that's horrible, but no, I do write in it every like 3 to 4 days now. But back in the day, that was literally not that long ago. When did I start this? I also write down the dates so I can tell you guys when I started doing this. January 24th. So when I first started in January, I used to write in it every day at like the end of every day. So I still do that. I still write at the end of every day, but I do it like every so often, like every 3 to 4 days, more like that. So yeah, that's those journals. So those have definitely been helping me keep my mental health in the right track and sane. Now my battery's flashing. Why? Oh, okay, so yeah, those are the journals. Okay, next things, I'm gonna get a little bit more into like beauty stuff kind of. So the first thing is sunscreen. You guys, don't forget to wear sunscreen. So this one is by Hawaiian, Tropic. Girl, can't you focus? Okay, so this one is by Hawaiian, Tropic, and it's the weightless face SPF 30. Feels as if it's barely on face sunscreen. So I have tried a lot of sunscreen in my days. I was a swimmer back in the day, and even now I wear sunscreen. So like I've tried a lot of sunscreens even now. So face sunscreens are hard, especially for people of color. It is hard to come by a good face sunscreen because so many of them just look white and pasty and gross. And recently I had tried one out that my sister gave to me a long time ago, and I found it. I was like, oh my gosh, I hate wasting products, so I want to like use this up and then come back to this. I used it once and I was like, no, this is just not it. I wish I could remember the brand. I feel like it was like Yes to Cucumbers or something, but it was one of those like stick up facial sunscreen sticks, and then I just went back to this because that was horrible. It was literally so white and pasty. So I'm pretty sure there's so many better sunscreens out there than this one. I know Supergoop does a really good one. I'm pretty sure that's this one that my sister uses. But in the drugstore, this one is pretty good and it smells like coconuts. And then I have another First Aid Beauty one that's newer, so I'm gonna start using that one after this. But this one is inexpensive and it smells nice and it works. So yeah. Another thing is hand cream, any type of hand cream, because we've all been washing our hands a lot, I hope, and so it's really nice to keep your hands not ashy and dry, so any hand cream, to be honest. I feel like all hand creams work for me. Obviously there's some that are more luxurious than others and you can definitely tell the difference, but I'm just not super picky. So I have this lemon verbena hand cream. It's by Fresh Sweet, or BAG, Best Accessory Group. Yeah, I don't know, I got this in a Secret Santa, and so this is just what it looks like, and this is the back. So yes, that's that. It smells alright and it does the job, so we love that. Okay, next thing, I'm gonna try to go kind of fast, but these are all cream. Do you see this? They're all cream products. Love me some cream products during the summertime. Honestly, during any time, because we love looking glowy. I have a problem with looking glowy. Some people can do it so effortlessly and I just don't know how. You know, cream products are great for that. So I mentioned this in my haul video, but I got these two items from Milk Makeup. This one is a highlighter, and then this one, the pink one, red one, whatever you call it, is a blush. So this one is in the shade Solar, and then this one is in the shade Lit, and this one is a more champagne highlighter, and this one is more like a red blush. But this is more like a glow oil, so it looks a little bit more oily on your skin, but it doesn't feel greasy at all. And then of course this is a cream product, so this also feels creamy, but it doesn't feel greasy. This is not as oily though. It's not really marketed as an oil-based product, so yeah, but they're both great, so love that. The next cream products, I feel like these are such classics, but Glossier Cloud Paints. I have 3 right here. Yeah, I feel like these work better when you already have naturally good skin underneath, but yeah, they're great though. So I have the one in Dawn, which is the orangey one. I have Beam, which is the first one that I ever got, and it's like a peach. And then I have the Storm. So I've got all 3 of those. So love me some Glossier Cloud Paints. I think I like the Milk Makeup glow oils a little bit more, to be honest, but you know, the Cloud Paints are really nice. And this you can also use on your lips, so we love a multi-use product when you're just running out the door. And then the last ones that I want to mention, this is a way cheaper option for a cream highlight. This is the one that I'll probably use a little bit more often, like if I want to look nice for like class or something. Like I used to use this when I went into class some days, but most days I did not care to look presentable. But this is by AOA Studio, and it's the Dewy Cream Highlighter in the shade Silk, and this actually feels like silk. Like it's very like slippery kind of, and it's thin, so when you put it on your face you can barely feel anything. But I think the thing about this one is it's not that pigmented, so when you blend it in it kind of just goes away, but it leaves a little shimmer at the same time, so you know, that's that. But I still like it. I don't know, I still think it looks natural and nice. And then the last product that I'm gonna show you guys is by First Aid Beauty as well, and it's the Mango Butter Baton Multi-Stick in the shade Rosé. So this is what it looks like. I also got this a while ago. Out of all these, my most recent purchase was only the Milk Makeup stuff, and that was like a couple months ago. But this one says it's a multi-use stick, but I don't know if I would necessarily say that, because I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it has like gold shimmer in it, and I don't know if you want that on your lips. But it's also kind of like, once you like blend it in, it kind of has like a powdery feeling. It's a little bit drier than like the Milk Makeup one or like the Glossier ones, but it still gives a nice look. It kind of reminds me of the NARS blush in Orgasm. It reminds me of that, because that blush is like light pink with gold gold shimmer, and this one is also kind of a subtle pink, like a rosy pink with goldish sheen, you know. The last two things are actually one more thing that I just remembered that I wanted to mention, but these are the last two physical products that I have. So they're both by the same company, Love Beauty and Planet. I don't know why I'm putting it like as if you guys can see, like come on, you guys see that? So this one is the Love Beauty and Planet Tea Tree Oil and Vetiver Radical Refresher Conditioner. And oh my gosh, this smells so good. Like, it smells so relaxing, and really it does smell herbally, but I don't mind herbal scent. But it's made from pretty good ingredients, and they also use recycled plastic, and you can also recycle the actual packaging, so that's really nice. And yeah, I was using the same conditioner for a long time. My Postmates just came. I was using the same conditioner for a long time, and it was an Aussie one, which I'm pretty sure that's good, but my hair will get really used to products, and I feel like it just stops like doing what the product wants your hair to do. So love trying new hair products to, you know, give my hair a little bit of change. And so yeah, I really like that. It's honestly an experience using it, and yeah, I don't know how much it's actually doing to my hair. Like, I don't want to say it's transformed my hair or anything, but I will say that I like it, and I do like my hair after using it. But I don't know if it's created any sort of like amazing change where I would say like go out and get it right now, you know. So yeah, that's that. And then I also have the Love Beauty and Planet Coconut Milk and White Jasmine Beachy Texture Salt Spritz. So this is great for weird natural hair. I have the weirdest, most bizarre natural hair in the world. I have curly hair, but they're not really cute, nice ringlets, and they're not waves. It's literally both. Like, there will be a few ringlets here and there, and then we got like zigzag waves. Like, it's the weirdest thing ever. So I like using this if I only wash my hair once a week. I don't care if people think that's gross or whatever, but I only wash my hair once a week, and so this is nice to use when I am sporting my natural hair and I need to look presentable or something, but my natural hair just looks all over the place. This is nice because it just kind of gives everything a little bit of texture, and yeah, your hair still looks kind of messy, but presentably messy. Like, it looks like nice, effortless hair almost. So yeah, and also it friggin' smells so good. I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. Like, I like the taste of it. I like coconut water, and I don't mind the smell. But I feel like there's some people who love the scent of coconut, especially during summertime. You know, that's their thing. And I'm just like, I'm not that obsessed with it. But with the white jasmine, honey, that is a combination. So yeah, the last thing that I wanted to mention is what has been keeping my sanity intact. And I'm gonna try to explain this really quick before my camera dies. But the last thing are Turkish TV shows. So I actually have a recommendations video coming up that's of my favorite TV shows, but I think I'm gonna delete the whole portion where I was talking about Turkish TV shows, because I just feel like I need to put in, like, I don't know, it like needs its own little thing. So I'm just gonna put in this one instead. Probably makes no sense at all, but I love Turkish TV shows. I cannot even begin to explain the amount of happiness I have watching them. And let me tell you, my mental health has not been the greatest. I have a lot of stressful things going on in my life, and so anything that I can watch at the end of the day to calm my nerves is such a nice feeling. And of course, there's so many things on Netflix to watch, this and that, whatever, but I just don't want to watch like stressful things. they're entertaining and they'll take your mind off things, but they're also like stressful at the same time, like stuff like Money Heist, or I don't know, just if you look at some of the shows on my list, so you'll understand. But I love Turkish TV shows. First of all, I love that everything is so bright and colorful, just instantly lifts my mood. I love that patterns are used, colors are... Okay, I'm gonna go get my food. I just realized it's just like outside my door. I'm gonna be back. Guys, we got some Chipotle. I know it's called Chipotle, don't kill me, but the guy didn't get plastic utensils. Yes, I hate it when I'll be like, don't get plastic utensils, and they still get it. I'm like... Anyways, so what I was talking about is Turkish TV shows. So good. So I was saying, they have a really bright color palette, and I love that. And then love the fashion used for the actresses in Turkish TV shows, because it's so bright and colorful, and even though their age is like 30s and late 20s, I still use it as an inspiration for outfits for myself. And every time I'm like looking on Instagram and there's, you know, girls my age that have this very minimalistic earth-toned color palette and they all look so mature, and I'm out here like bursting with color, I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Like, is this why I don't look my age? I mean, I know I'm pretty young, I know, but of course I look younger than I already am. So I'm like, is it just because I'm wearing like bright colors? Because I don't want to stop wearing bright colors. And so whenever I watch Turkish TV shows, I'm like, you know what, F that. These ladies are like out here just friggin' working these outfits, and they're older than me and they look fantabulous. So yeah, love that. And then comedy is great, and also like the love story is so cute and super unrealistic, but it's totally fine for me because I use those shows to escape for a reason. So love that. Yeah, and they're also emotional, and I just love Turkish TV. I love the language. The language is just I love hearing the language, so nice. And so yeah, love Turkish TV shows. Quickly, my top favorites, or like the ones that I've watched, are, my top favorite one is Afili Aşk. So good. I love the actors. Çağlar, Artuğrul. I know G's in Turkish are usually silent, so especially when they're in the middle of the name, so I think it's Artuğrul. I don't know. But, and then Burcu Osberg. I don't know. But oh my gosh, beautiful people. That's another thing. All the people that I've watched in these Turkish TV shows are beautiful to look at, so I can just stare at them all day. They can literally drink a cup of water and I will stare at them and be entertained because they are so gorgeous. So yeah, love that show. And then Dolunay was the first Turkish TV show I ever watched. And then right now I'm watching Bayanlış, and then so that one's pretty good. And then Bizim Hikaye or something like that. I think the H is silent, so it's like Hikaye. Bizim Hikaye, something like that. So there's that one. And then Her Yerde Sen, that one is good. And what else? Is that all the ones? And I'm also watching, I recently started watching Sen Çal Kapımı, that one. Wow, you can really tell I'm struggling, huh? But yeah, so those are just a few, but they're pretty good. So super duper recommend Turkish TV shows. So yeah, and they're really long. They're like 2 hours long. Like the episodes are like 2 hours long, and I love every single minute of those 2 hours. So yeah, definitely a big favorite of mine. So yeah, those are all my favorites. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you decide to check any of these out or do any of these, then please let me know. And oh, another really important thing that I wanted to mention is Depop. I recently launched Depop. That's definitely one of my favorites. I have put up 4 things, so if you want to follow my Depop, I'll put it in the description box down below. So yeah, I launched Depop. So been loving Depop, and you guys know I quit Shein like I took it out of my life, like I'm not shopping there anymore. So Depop is a very good replacement because it's so much better for the planet. So yeah, and they have such cute things. If only I got on there earlier, that would have been amazing. But yeah, you know, it's never too late. So yeah, I'll link that down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. So bye.